Kiwanis Club of Casaloma is part of a Kiwanis International. It's a global organization. There's clubs that reside in 80 countries, 550,000 members that volunteer and work on 150,000 service projects.
At the heart of Kiwanis Club is serving the children of the world. It's important because the children are our future and kids need Kiwanis.
Our motto is serving the children of the world. That's what drives each and every one of us to service and to volunteerism, to make that difference and have an impact in the community. What drives a Kiwanian to serve? It's to have an impact on the lives of children. And how we do that is through our engagement with community partners in areas like education, hunger and food, and then the arts.
We look for all projects where we're able to help children. And we reach out to schools where we help the kids. We look to see where our volunteering, where our donations would do the most good. And we meet with the people who are actually in need of our help. And I think that is what is very rewarding about being a Kiwanis member.
But it's really seeing the impact on the individual children and the kids. For me, I don't think that there's anything better or more rewarding than making the difference in a child or a kid's life. I mean, I think that is, for our society, for our communities, I think that is the ultimate. And if we're able to do that, that is incredible. It's an incredible feeling.
Kiwanis Club of Casaloma is a place where I feel we really make a difference in the community. Our community partners really appreciate the work that we do.
I actually think, besides the service and the work that we do, the satisfaction of that, there's nothing more rewarding than bringing in a new member. And it's a wonderful time. The sponsor gets the opportunity to talk a little bit about the new member and what they bring to the club and what some of their goals and their objectives are. And we get to do a full induction ceremony with a certificate and a pin, and we give them a little bell because that's the call to service. And then they obviously have an opportunity to talk about what has brought them to our club and what has brought them to the calling of service and volunteerism. We do live and breathe the objects of Kiwanis, and that's all about inclusiveness, it's altruism, it's about having a serviceable and committed citizenship. We have a very diverse membership. Young, old, we have members that have been here for over 25 years, and then we have newer members that have actually been through our key clubs. They went to university and now they come full circle back to serve as a full Kiwanian as part of our club, which is an extraordinary journey, I think.
It's been really enriching to be a part of this community because I'm learning from people who are senior to me, not only as senior members in the club, but also senior in their career, in life experiences.
Being a member of the Kiwanis Club is something that just has so much meaning to me. I've seen the evolution of the Kiwanis Club, and the Kiwanis Club today is an organization which addresses the needs within our community, and we don't take it lightly.
So I think the reason why you want to become a member of any service organization, first and foremost, is for service. You believe in making a difference, having an impact in your community. And I think that's what should drive anyone that wants to volunteer and be part of a service organization. And any new member or existing member that's part of our club has that desire. But then there's also the camaraderie component of it, the community, the relationships that you can build within the club. There's opportunity to be mentored. So it's an opportunity to grow professionally as well.
I really love being a part of the Kiwanis Club of Casaloma, but also a part of the life-giving community aspect. I think being a part of community service is about giving, but also receiving. You do receive a lot. And I love that reciprocal relationship.
We're in the iconic Casaloma, a true castle, and it was built by Sir Henry Pelham. Sir Henry, he lived in it for many, many years. It was a dream of his to build this castle here. He ran into some financial difficulties and it became a burden to continue to maintain and to upkeep. That's when the Kiwanis Club of Casaloma stepped in. We, as a Kiwanis Club of Casaloma, actually brought it out of extinction in 1937. We took it over and became stewards of this great cultural, iconic castle here in Toronto, with a group of very dedicated, committed volunteers, individuals that worked very hard to bring it back to what it is today.
Through the Kiwanis Club's volunteerism, they managed to return the castle to its former glory and create a heritage tourist attraction which has become a landmark in the city of Toronto. It's the Casaloma that we know and enjoy today. Kiwanis Club did a great job in making it a huge success, which allowed us to have the Kiwanis Club of Casaloma Foundation.
So when we became stewards of the castle, not only were we responsible for the operational aspect of keeping the castle going, having it open to so many people to experience it, but it also became central to our work in the community. And that work involved hundreds if not thousands of service projects that spanned decades, where it allowed us as a service organization to have the financial resources to invest back into Toronto, because it generated revenue, and all of that revenue that was generated, Kiwanis put it back into the community in hundreds of service projects and donating to many causes over the decades. We've celebrated our 100th and we're looking forward to the next century. Even since I became a member 5 or 6 years ago now, the club has become much more diverse, much more inclusive, and much more connected and in tune with what's happening in society in general. So in our 100th year as a club, we made a decision to focus on the needs of Indigenous youth in our community. And that's going to be a tremendous focus going forward for us.
With all of what's happening in Canada about truth and reconciliation, we've really grasped the idea of wanting to help Indigenous people. And no matter what we do, we will be helping the children of the Indigenous people within our country. That is going to be our focus for the second century of the Kiwanis Club of Casaloma.
We've celebrated our 100th and we're looking forward to the next century.
I'm really excited about what the future holds for the Kiwanis Club.
I'm just so incredibly grateful to be a part of this club that has given so much over the past 100 years and hopefully for many more years to come.